up, Rosé girls? Jessica Carroll here. Thank you so much for tuning back in. Now, I have a question for you. Have you ever been at a crossroads in life where your gut was just like, I think it's time for a change, and you kind of want to go and pursue this dream of yours, but at the same time, you're like, why would I leave the dream that I'm living now, that I've worked so hard to accomplish? Well, you know what? You're probably not alone. I have a feeling there's lots of people that have been at that crossroads in their life, which is why I'm so excited to be having Rosé with Dana Ward. Cheers.
Cheers, darling.
Thank you so much for joining us.
Oh, thank you.
You are TV host turned entrepreneur turned co-host or co-founder of Preheals. I mean, I can only imagine what was going through your head when you helped create this amazing brand, Clever TV. You were doing what you loved, television hosting, on the red carpet, interviewing people. And then next thing I know, you came out with this amazing brand, Preheals, which, by the way, ladies, if you wear heels or flats and your feet hurt, you need this in your life. Just a little plug there.
But you're hired.
Hired. But how did that whole journey come?
Oh yeah. Wow. You just like took me down memory lane, because I think once you launch a new product, a new company, a new brand, you're doing something new in life, and you put your heart and soul into it, it feels like you've been doing it your entire life.
Yeah.
But about 3 years ago, I did leave Clever, which is what you were referring to. I helped build the brand. It's a big entertainment news network online. And I was living the dream.
Yeah.
I loved everyone I worked with. Because I was one of the original 4 people to start the company, I got to wear so many hats, and I was consistently learning. But yeah, I had this in the back of my mind, Preheals. Since I was a kid, I always wanted to create products. I've always loved skincare and been fascinated by ingredients, what you put in this, what you put in that. So this was kind of the chance to go out there and actually do it.
Yeah.
And Preheals is a blister prevention spray, like you were saying.
Yes, and it works amazing.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah.
I'm wearing it right now. I am wearing flats, but I put it on my little baby toe when I'm wearing shoes that kind of rub.
Yeah.
And the back of the heel as well. So yeah, it's crazy going down memory lane.
So,
feels like a million years ago.
So when was that kind of aha moment where you were like, I'm going to just put all my time and energy into Preheals and kind of let your first baby, Clever, not disintegrate, but just kind of put it in someone else's hands.
Exactly.
And carry on this one.
Well, I felt completely confident with my decision to finally leave Clever. I had been there for, 8 years or something, helping build the company. It was in such good hands. I mean, look at it now. They're killing it.
Yeah.
I look at all of the new faces on the channel. I get so excited. So I was very confident in the decision when I did leave.
Yeah.
Of course, I think we all have to be smart and we have to be strategic, and you have to make moves at the right time when it makes sense for you as an individual. And, Preheals was something I'd been thinking about and, lightly doing on the side on weekends and nights and stuff. And when it came time to just really put effort and put those resources and time into a company, because it's not just going to grow on its own.
Right.
I just made the decision, okay, it's time.
Yeah.
I still hang out with all my buds over there.
Right.
I'm a cheerleader from the sidelines.
Yes.
It's actually kind of more fun to be on the side and be like, hey girl, I saw that.
Yeah, good job.
It's interesting to kind of take a step back and see it from a different perspective.
Right. And so when was that big transition? How long has Preheals kind of been going full force?
So let's see. That transition happened about 3 years ago.
Okay.
And I took about a year with my co-founder, Adam Colum. We worked really hard for about I'd say a good year. Making sure the formulation was final, working on the packaging, the branding, setting up all of our vendors, getting fulfillment ready. I could tell you the longest list of laundry items that we needed to complete before we actually launched to the public. So we've now been out for about a year and a half. In our first year, we had just over $3 million in sales.
Cheers to that.
Thank you.
Amazing.
Thank you.
It's only going to go up. It's only going to go up.
Man, we're working hard. No joke on that. And now we're in the next stages of building this company. We're working on product development for other foot care products, things that we all need in our lives.
Yes.
and just building the brand and getting out there. I mean, I'm living a dream, but it's not always easy. You know what I mean? Of course. I think we all understand that. Whatever you're doing in life, there's definitely bumps.
Oh, yeah.
But I'm so happy to finally be doing something that I've been dreaming about since I was a kid, mixing my different colored nail polishes to create new colors.
So funny. You know, you can get into one thing, like even with us, the Rosé girls, we went onto The Bachelor kind of expecting one thing, and it led us down a completely different path.
I know. I mean, you guys are so smart. As an outsider, I love what you guys are doing. I just have to say that.
Thank you. And you know, and not that it's a better or worse path, but it's just a different path, and you have to just embrace it, and that's the journey of life, and that's why life is so exciting. And I just love the twists and turns that life throws at you, because you won't be thrown anything that you can't handle.
Yeah.
And you grow during those challenging times. So looking back, you know, Preheals has been out for over a year now. What would you say was the most challenging part?
Ooh.
And you can't say it all.
Spoiler alert.
It's all hard.
Well, here's the thing. I don't feel like we've ever talked about this, but I do like to just share with people, because I think that's what we have to do in life. We have our experiences, 20-something, 30-something years of experiences that leads us to have these insights. And we don't have enough time in our lives to have all of these insights on our own, Right. So I want to hear your insights. Please share your insights with me. That's what we're here to do. I think it's really important to just think about rejection and failure in a different way.
Yeah.
I think that the word is so heavy, and we give so much to it, so much that we can feel paralyzed in a moment, not wanting to even try to do something because we're scared we're going to feel that later down the line. So for me, I just recognize that failure and rejection is something that we deal with in life. It's normal.
Yep.
Just it happens, let it happen, learn from it, move forward.
Yeah.
You can't get hung up on it. And I know that sounds so obvious, but if we all sit there and think about the last thing that we experienced when we were rejected, guarantee we gave way too much to it.
Yeah.
And thought too much about it.
Right. Or prevented us from maybe making a decision because we were scared to be rejected again because we were so hurt the first time.
Yes.
When, and that's so true. Like, even our whole thing, it's like we were rejected on national television, and that sucked. Like, I cried on national television in front of, I don't even want to know how many people. But you
helped that many people, though.
Right. And the feedback I got and the connections I grew from it. And honestly, I bounced back even stronger, and I learned so much about myself. So it's like you're right. Failure, rejection, it's impossible to go through life without dealing with those two things.
And wouldn't life be so boring if we didn't? I mean, I don't want to say, hey, rejection, failure, come find me. I want to see you every day. I don't want to say that.
Right, yeah.
But life would be really boring if things just always worked out how you thought they were going to work out.
Yeah.
I hate to say it, but it's kind of true.
It's so true.
Don't you want some new, exciting things happening
if every day was a good day, you wouldn't have anything to compare it to. So the bad days make you appreciate the better days even more.
Exactly.
Like, I hate when it rains outside. So when it's sunny, like today, I'm like, yes, today's a good day.
Yes. I love it. But thinking back to things that have gone, like just generally things that have gone wrong.
Well, like, was the hardest part, the marketing, or like coming up with the name or the logo, or getting distribution, or the formula? Like, what was really like for you personally? Like, what was like that thing where you're just like, I really don't even know if this is going to work? Or
there was one point early on where I was just disappointed that I had not thought that this was going to be an issue. So our product is an aerosol, and we purposely made it an aerosol for easy to use application. It sprays this really nice even mist on your foot. We purposely wanted that.
Right.
And then when it came to shipping, when we first launched, we were getting all these orders. Yay, people want the product, they're buying it. And then recognizing that the time it took to ship out was way longer than I had expected, because aerosols can only go out by ground. we're so used to Amazon Prime these days that, I mean, you snap your finger and
it's
here
at your door.
is. Yeah. So dealing with customer expectation as far as the length of time it might take to receive a product, that was just a little frustrating for me. Because it takes a lot to set up your inventory at a fulfillment center, to then have to move it to another place or multiple warehouses. I mean, now we're fine. We're a larger company. We have our product at multiple warehouses, 4 different warehouses throughout the nation. So depending on where the order comes from, that's where it leaves from. It doesn't take as long to get to the customer. So that was like really frustrating. I know it's not one of those deep down issues where I was like, oh.
But that I would have never even thought.
But it was a logistical issue. Yeah. And I was really bummed that
so
I didn't.
So are you guys going to come out with like a cream? Or are you still sticking to, or like a lotion, or just sticking to aerosol and just doing ground?
Well, as far as solving this problem of blister prevention and creating a barrier to block friction from shoes that rub, we're going to stick to the aerosol, but we are deep in the trenches of product development for some other products for your feet. So we can all have healthy, beautiful feet.
Can you hint on like what's next for PreHeals?
It's so funny. When I used to be a reporter, that's always I'd be like,
give us a little teaser.
Why can't they tell me everything that's going on? And now on the other side, I kind of get it. It's like, it's difficult. Sometimes you want to share, this is our plan for the next year, and this is the plan for the next 2 years. But it's difficult because you can't share that. I'm trying to think what I can tease. We have some really exciting products in the works. And I think what sets our company apart from some other companies, other companies definitely do this too, but we're all about innovation. We don't want to create something just to create it.
Right.
I don't want some stock formulation that we just throw our name on and our branding on. I want to create something that's different, that's unique, hopefully that solves a problem. Because I just think that's what, as a woman and as a consumer, just a general consumer, that's what I want. I want something that's different, that's unique, that's innovative. And
that actually works.
That works.
Right.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
I'm excited to be a human guinea pig again.
Yes. Test out all these products and then launch them, and all of our feet will be happy.
Yes, exactly. Looking forward to it.
Do you ever, kind of going back though, do you ever miss your hosting, interviewing people? I mean, I know that you're so, you like dove right into this PreHeals, but looking back, do you ever miss what you kind of left behind?
Well, I think if something was once a dream of yours, then I think a part of you always holds on to that.
Right.
I don't think you ever fully give it up. And that was my dream for a long time, to just be the best host, producer I could be in the digital space. There are aspects I do not miss whatsoever, for sure. Putting that out there.
Which are?
I don't think I really miss doing red carpets.
It's not as glamorous as you just think.
It's not as glamorous. You're on your feet, which one of the reasons we created this.
Yes.
You're just like screaming, trying to get an interview with someone, unless like I did some work with Disney, and working with them was so amazing because they produce the movies.
Right, yeah.
So you work with Disney, you have those one-on-ones with Pink and Anne Hathaway and Steven Spielberg. Yeah. Okay, if red carpets were like that always, sign me up.
Right, yeah.
I really miss connecting with people, interviewing artists, whether they're directors, producers, actors, musicians. I miss that. I think connecting with people is just such a wonderful thing generally in life.
And just like you said,
for work.
Yeah, it's so fun. Just like you said, like I love to share my insights. I want to hear your insights. And that's why I love interviewing people, is because I learn something new from just talking with people all day long, every day. And that's what I love. And so I was curious about that. But the good thing about you though is like when you're, on HSN, or if you're on Good Morning America, because you have that hosting background, you don't need to hire a host to promote your product. You just step right in, you get mic'd up, and you're ready to go.
Yes, I will say some of those skills I learned from hosting and producing and running brand management, I mean, they have saved me.
Yeah.
I just show up, I'm like, okay guys, What do we need to do?
I'm here.
I'm here. I'm ready for the party. And by party, I mean talking about products.
What camera am I looking at? This one or that one?
Yeah.
You're ready to go. Yeah.
Yeah, it's really wonderful to just know this is how I want to present my brand that I have worked so hard with my partner Adam to create.
Yeah.
Now that we got there, I don't want the wrong messaging. I want the right camera angles. I want everything to be as perfect as possible. So it's nice to have put on my producer hat and just pass it on to whoever is producing the segment.
That's nice.
Yeah.
You just kind of step back now.
Yeah.
That's so nice. Well, so looking forward, if you could sit down, because we're drinking rosé.
I feel like I haven't even had a sip yet.
Okay, let's have a sip. That's important. So if you had the opportunity to sit down and have rosé with anyone in the world, who would you choose?
Oh, girl.
I know, I put you on the spot.
Oh, you did. Oh, that's one that I would have wanted to think about. Who do I want? Well, right now, I love connecting with other entrepreneurs in the beauty space. And someone who I don't know as much about, who I would love to learn more about and actually speak with, is Emily Weiss. And she is the founder of Glossier.
Oh, yes.
And she has an editorial background. She's worked in the digital space. And now she owns this brand, and the brand is killing it.
Yeah.
I would love to sit down with Emily and just, talk to her about her experience and share stories.
I could see you doing that in the future. Like when Preheals is more established, kind of doing that, interviewing fellow entrepreneurs, because I feel like you could continue to learn so much. And also for people who maybe want to start their own company or their own brand, if they listen to your show and you interview entrepreneurs, they could learn so much from it.
I would love to do that. It's always in the back of my mind. Unfortunately, when you have a startup, it's like you live, breathe, everything is this company.
Yeah.
Very rarely do I get away, to do stuff like this. But I was like, oh my gosh, Jess, we get to catch up.
I know.
Focus TV, Rosé Girl, so fun. I
could see that, though.
I would love to do that down the line. And I genuinely hope that I get to do that, and we can all share stories and because entrepreneurship is sometimes a very lonely path.
It is.
It can be. It's very different than working a more traditional job or working on camera where you're constantly around different people. Yeah. So any chance that you can connect with other people doing the same thing is great.
That actually brings up a good point. When you are kind of feeling down or stressed, or maybe you took a risk and it didn't necessarily go the way you wanted, what do you do to kind of bring yourself back up? Or kind of what are your escape methods?
Yeah, absolutely. So like I said before, I really think it's about that mindset, just going in, being prepared that things are not going to go your way. So when they don't go your way,
you're not that surprised.
You're not surprised. You can deal with it.
Right.
You can think about it, learn from it, and move on.
Yeah.
But when things do go my way and maybe I'm emotional about it or something, personally, I've tried just about everything because I'm just one of those people, you take recommendations and you try it, and some things you're like, this meditation just didn't work for me. I'm not in that space at this time in my life.
Yeah.
For me right now, working out is it. Taking group classes that really challenge me. And I'm not talking about working out going for a long jog. That won't help me. Might help other people out there, but working out. Yeah, breaking a sweat.
That's definitely what I do too when I'm stressed. I'm like, all right, I'm going to just get some energy pumping, and then it's amazing. It just changes your state.
Absolutely.
Or just being outside, getting the sunlight, it really helps me too.
Ooh, that's a good one too. I do that as well.
Did you have one aha moment where you were I don't know, maybe someone retweeted or posted about Preheals where you were like, yes, we made it? Did you have that aha moment where you're this is going somewhere?
Yes, I remember this was really early on.
Yeah.
I remember seeing, I set up a Google alert. I have that set up for my company and my old company as well. I still get excited when I see things with Defy Media for Clever. I still get excited. But that moment was early on. Right after we launched Preheals, I got a Google alert that Allure had written an article about this. And we had not done any press outreach. It was so early on. And Allure is the self-proclaimed beauty expert.
Oh yeah.
So
Huge.
to get that
Huge.
coverage, I know it's a digital article, but I was just beaming ear to ear. So excited because this had been already 3 years in the making to finalize this formulation. So that was
so
such a good moment. And then
exciting.
I could tell you a million. Honestly, I get so excited when people love the product, when I hear from normal consumers who take the time out of their day to email me and say, I just want you to know that I used this for this event and it saved me. Thank you so much. I'm telling all my, it's really, truly rewarding.
Oh, that's
truly
so
rewarding.
awesome. Well, thank you because your product has seriously saved my feet a million times.
Oh, thanks,
So,
Jess.
and also thank you for just joining me today.
It's always fun to see you.
It's always fun to see you.
Maybe we'll see each other at HSN next.
Yes, I would love to. Hopefully I can be there and help talk about Preheals.
Let's do it together.
Yeah.
So fun.
I'm happy to do a testimonial for sure. But thank you so much. And thank you for joining us today, and tell them where they can pick up some Preheals and also follow you.
Absolutely. Our retail is expanding like crazy. Bloomingdale's, Riley Rose. But just check out preheals.com. It's nice and easy.
Yay. Cheers. And cheers to all you Rosé girls. See you next time. Bye guys.